I've been wondering something. I've been wondering how many people think about the fact that if we would become like either rich, very acknowledged, and or famous, how the people very close to you would react. Of course, like not everyone thinks they're gonna be famous one day, and even when that happens, it's usually like quite unexpected. But what I see is that the people close to you, like family members, can get very exploitative. Like, we are ignoring the fact that these people, like influencers, the stars from social media, are like the new Hollywood child actors. It's the same thing. It's the same thing what happened at these Hollywood actors that got exploited, like Jeanette McCurdy. Read her book. I did a review on her book, by the way. These children that had no choice but very greedy parents that just wanted to make money out of people. And I also wanted to point out that could be you. Like, it could be anybody. I find it very, like, at that time, what was it, the 2010s, and like, what I can see, what I observed is that people were like in a spell or something, or like the mask, like like as if we were brainwashed by the media itself. Like, nowadays, the media, the press, the journals, what the way how they would write about celebrities, and like, for example, Lindsay Lohan and stuff, like, it's so harsh. Like, nowadays we would be very much self-aware, but I also find it very interesting that, like, society as a whole, as especially pop culture, was so oblivious to traumatic patterns in why celebrities had a crash out. Now, for me as well, because I was young, it's I don't want to make excuses, but for me, I understood. I was like, what, less than 18 years old, so I could not comprehend the themes like trauma and stuff, like things that everyone goes through. So when I saw my favorite celebrity like going crazy, I was just one with everyone else. I would just say, like, what the hell is going on? Like, she's crazy, like some crazy stuff is going on. But now, as I'm older and I observe things, like, dang, there was no empathy, not from the media, but also not from everyday people. As in the sense, like, people cared more about their performance, their art, instead of the person people itself. And nowadays, with this talk on social media, I also watch a lot of commentary. Now people have acknowledged, for example, the situation of Britney Spears, of Janet McCurdy, of so many child stars, that we two things can exist at the same time. We have empathy, but we also take responsibility. We put that person in responsibility, and we try. Not everyone, there's still trolls. There will always be trolls. There will always be trolls on the internet. That's what we've learned. That's just the fact. But at least nowadays we are so much aware of abuse. People are always pointing out when a child, especially nepo children, nepo babies, nepo parents, people are quick, way quicker than before, to point out toxic patterns. But, oh, there was dust. But what I'm missing at this point is actually that what I see right now is that there's a new spell, and the new spell is actually on TikTok creators, on content creators. The Addison Rae, the Charlotte D'Amelio, they are the new child actors, as in the sense people are way, way less sensitized when it comes to people, everyday people. For example, dancing on the app, getting famous for being on the internet, being an internet personality instead of acting like a child. Even though someone picks up their phone, and makes a content, makes a YouTube video, that still doesn't mean that person chose to. Oh, wait, let me see this differently. Just the fact that you see someone like Charlie D'Amelio getting brand deals, getting building a family brand, that doesn't mean that she's behind all that stuff. Like more and more, it's quite obvious that there's a machine behind her. And the way that if it was a young actor, we could now say like, oh my days, the parents are exploiting for Hollywoods. That same energy is like not there yet. People are in a brainwashing spell because they think like, oh, it's just a person like you and me. The difference is they have a phone, a lot of money, and the audience. That doesn't mean that that isn't the new way of exploitation by parents usually for the people that are gathering fame. And I believe that the people who are in it, I cannot comprehend fully, but I can definitely understand the people who are um, being used, that are famous right now. At first, they liked it. They liked the attention. Of course, we are people, like, of course, we like acknowledgement. But for it to go like your closest people then see you as a cash grab. And I think that is like the thing that can be discussed more. Like how people act when money is involved is so toxic. It needs to be studied. It's already studied, and the studies are true that if people change when money is involved. The amount of money changes people drastically. And one of the things that is so obvious is a lack of empathy. The way people close to you see you, from being a person, from seeing being their daughter, for being family, for friends, to being a cash grab, is wild. It's wild. So I wanted to acknowledge this today. It's like a very, very observation I made. Like what? Like be less harsh on these people. The everyday people, also from reality TV show. I don't like reality TV show. I don't watch it. Your Love Island, you're Keeping Up with the Crowd. I don't watch these things. I don't like it. But even still, I see the world that they live in. I can understand why they maybe could be stuck in this machine. But the problem is, I feel like most people in those spaces and content creators do not really have the brink, yeah, maybe the time to really digest everything that they go through. But I really hope for them, and eventually, usually, you see people realizing the toxicity they came from or are been exposed to, and everyone handles it's in its own way. But let me know what you think, and bye bye.